G'day trendsetters, JOM of Gravel Cyclist. I'm coming to you live from Emporia, Kansas, in the halls of the Emporia State University. I'm here with Dave, and Dave is sometimes known as the panhandler, but what he does is he's a coach, and also he is Amanda Panda's mechanic. So Dave, I'm going to ask you a few questions, mate, about Amanda's bike for this year's race.
Yeah, we changed things up a bit this year. We're leaving it a 2x setup instead of like cross season where she'll usually run a 1x setup.
Okay.
But this year, obviously, Niner has the new RLT for the road less traveled, which is pretty awesome. Some new geometry, a little bit more spacing, and some of the chain stays and seat stays. Definitely more open up top.
Okay.
And then going into this year, this was a wheel that she actually likes a bunch, which is Easton EC 90 SL. It's a carbon rim, really wide. She likes it in the wind. And so we went back to it. She has new EA 90 SLs, my choice.
My choice, okay.
But sometimes when people have their comfort zone, you stick to it.
Sure, makes sense. Is there any special tricks you've done with the preparation of the bike for the race?
Well, she's a big fan of like power with things for keeping track of the calories through the day and making sure that the efforts aren't going over.
I need to do that. So I never do these things.
So Easton actually has a new power meter that we've been using since, I don't know, I guess winter this year. And so things are working out really well, and this new system is awesome because of the 1x where you can take it off. So really,
that is nice.
I have everything here. If it gets too muddy, that this chain ring will pop off. XTR really goes on the back, and the new chain ring slides right on, and all I have to do is remove the drive set.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Speaking of chain rings, what size is Amanda running for the race?
This is just a standard compact with a, what is it, 34 or
Oh,
50?
right. So 50-34, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
With a 32 rear.
Okay.
Ultegra. And then the RS785 Shimano Di2 hydraulic with the new flat mount brakes that are the 805.
Okay.
So it works really well with the system, super strong. And then, you know, like when you're coming to Kansas, you replace everything, brake pads, bleeds, so everything's fresh and ready to go. Narrower tires this year because the mud is always interesting, and so we didn't know with the weather.
Yeah, for those watching this video, usually mile 12 is quite a bit of a hassle. There's it's about a mile long, I think, right?
It's
maybe a little bit longer.
I think the first year she won, when I got to the section about 5 wheels behind her, I was walking for about 40 minutes.
Okay, 40 minutes. That's a lot of unnecessary energy being burned. Yeah, it's basically a B road, which means it's not maintained.
Not maintained.
And if you have not ridden here, that sort of road, the mud collects on these tyres and just packs up the bike. And if you try to ride, usually the derailleur hanger or the derailleur itself breaks, and your day's over. So walking is sometimes the only thing to do.
Walking's the smartest thing to do.
Yes, yes.
Last year at mile 6, there was probably more than 100 people that should have walked and ended their day.
Yes, I got that on video. You know, I walked for a mile, I'm glad I did. Yeah. But well, Dave, I appreciate you going through the bike. Yeah. So what about your own bike? You're running a Niner as well.
Same thing,
okay.
A little bit bigger things, you know,
sure,
bars too, but like this too, like new for this year is this new bar with a little bit more of a flare to it.
I'll put some close-ups in a minute for folks so you can see it up close. What's the bar called, Dave? It's made by Easton.
It's the EC70 AX, so they have a new AX series, which, you know, their standard road bar has a pretty good flare to it.
Right.
And then this one actually is enough that it's, you know, like up top, this will be a 40 with about a 44 at the bottom on the reach, so you can still descend like Superman.
Sure.
You can be comfortable in the, you know, in the wind and everything else riding. So it's just good, like during the day. You know how long it is.
Yeah.
And so being able to change position, move around, that's the stuff, and trying to make yourself comfortable. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, this bike is like, we try to keep things similar. Set things up similar. Like she's got some saddles that she's testing out, a little bit more cushion that's on this. So this one is like a SDG Circuit Mountain, but we added a little bit more to this model.
Okay.
And that's actually been something that she's been testing, and so these were just mailed to get ready for this race so they would match the bike.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And I see you're also running the Dark Speedworks bag from last year. I mean, well, actually, I shouldn't really give this away, I guess, but what is Amanda running for her nutrition generally? I mean, if you don't want to say anything, it's totally cool.
No, she's a nerd when it comes to it. So when you have an engineering background and a coach that bothers you about it a lot, nutrition and hydration are the biggest pieces. You can be as fit as you want, but if you don't fuel the engine, like, you're not going anywhere. So she's pretty strict about it, and everything's been written out weeks in advance of every hour and broken down by calories and all of it. So she's pretty specific, but she'll keep more liquids in the beginning and switch to, you know, things that are easier that you can still eat. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's really just depends on kind of what happens in each race. And the first 50 of this one's just always fast, and you never know with the weather. So it's just trying to keep it safe, you know, and eating things you know, and don't be afraid of real food when you're out there. You know?
Yeah.
There's only so many different things, gels and stuff you can take in. So.
Yeah, that stuff gets older after a while. I mean, in fact, I downed all sorts of garbage during the race because sometimes you have to improvise and whatever works, people. So, yeah. But Dave, thanks for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
It's awesome.
Well, I hope that you have a great race, and obviously Amanda's out to defend third-time victory. So it's pretty amazing.
That's the goal.
Yeah, hopefully she pulls it off. And if you didn't catch it, folks, she also won the Dirty River event in England recently. So she's on good form.
Yeah, she's running well right now.
Running well. So I'd love to be able to hang with her. And Dave. But,
Me too.
yeah, but I can't. So, all right, well, thanks for watching.
Thank you.